Hey guys, hope you had a nice Christmas and everything. I wanted to start the year off with just a nice change of content for a bit, just to help me motivate myself more. And this video will be about the manga that I plan on reading this year. As you guys know what one of my favorite reads from last year, I'm curious to see how this year will go for my channel and the new gems I will read. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I made a post about it weeks ago of a collage of the manga and anime I plan on reading and watching this year. I will post a thread in the description, but for now, let's dive in. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and you might be able to see some updates on YouTube stuff. Of course, I have made some attempt with some of the manga here, so I'm already making progress here, and I'll be more confident talking about what is it about. So let's start off with Witch Hat Atelier, a manga that explores the fantasy world of magic and dragons, and our main character is a little girl named Coco, who has a dream to become a witch even though she is not gifted with magic. We get to see Coco explore the world of magic and the consequences that come with it. This is one of the manga I was talking about, how I already made a start to it, as I read the first volume and right now I'm currently reading the second volume. I'm really enjoying this one, and honestly, I'm really enjoying what I see so far, especially with the breathtaking paneling this manga builds up with. I just get lost in a certain page and I feel like I just really don't want to continue, as it just looks so surreal to think how this is well structured. There is build up in the first volume to create the world building and the world of magicians and witches. I just can't wait to read more of it. It just feels something so exciting to read. Next up, we got Night with a Cat. This is a simple manga about a guy spending time with his sister's cat. It's cute, it's straightforward, and a very cozy read when you're in a relaxing mood. I also like the art style as well. It's very simple, wide-eyed art style, and it works really well with the cat. I already own the 2 volumes that are available in English print, so if you want a nice chill read, I really recommend this. Next up, we got Imaginary. Now, I have no idea what this manga is about. Could be a spicy slice of life, could be a decent ecchi manga, I have no idea. But I had my eye on this since 7 Seas revealed they were publishing it, and the first volume really speaks to me. The art style feels so smooth, so I do want to give it a read this year to see if it's something I like or not. I like to explore random manga, I have no idea what it is about, but it could be a chance of possibly finding a hidden gem I could explore in this channel in the future. Now this one I do want to give a read, Blade of the Immortal. This was recommended by a friend when I was reading the first volume of Vagabond, and he said to check this out since I really enjoyed the first volume, which I do need to get back on Vagabond as well. It's so good. The one thing that really strikes me from looking at imagery is the MC. He looks like he went through hell and back, and the art just shows how this could be a ride, as it is kind of like a traditional hand-drawn feel that you rarely see in manga these days. So hopefully I can read all of it, or be able to read most of it this year. Next up, Black Lagoon. I love the anime, I watched it last year. I loved everything it showed. It's definitely a story that has dark secrets and a motivation to continue as we dwell into Revi's life and the effect it has on Rock as he grows his spine, spending time with the Lagoon Company. I would literally do anything to see more of Revi. She is another waifu to show my love in purple-haired waifus. I plan to hope to get the physicals. The cover art really speaks to me. It's definitely something I want to own, and I do love to see some good action in manga and the other type of action. Next up, Your Lie in April. Now this is so easy to tell. I have watched the anime and enjoyed it. Now I do want to explore the manga, especially when it was on my plan to read list for I don't know how many years, 3. So I gotta get to it at one point. One thing that also motivates me to try it is that feeling where after reading manga like Sololin, I want to explore more in the genre of music manga, as it is definitely something that's very special I should really look into. Next up, One Dance. Now One Dance is a manga that is loved by my boy Aizen. He is a great mutual to have in content creating on YouTube. Please check him out, he's a great guy, and one manga he keeps talking about is One Dance. Now, I did read the first chapter of One Dance a while ago before knowing physical prints exist, but honestly that first chapter was interesting, as clearly this is a manga that explores dancing and one of the main girls was practicing, and the one thing it did well was capturing that feeling of movement where you would love to see how it would look animated, and there is so much depth each movement. I do want to explore this manga more. Hopefully I can get my hands on the manga since there are like 2 to 3 volumes currently out, I think. I do want to check it. So yep, Aizen, if you're watching this, I will read it at one point. Next up, we got JoJo Part 9, JoJo Lands. And I'm really excited for more JoJo after part 8 and the anime. I love consuming JoJo, and I have just such excitement to continue in part 9, and I do love looking on Twitter to see when Araki drops art pieces to hype up the next part. I do want to plan on rereading JoJolion again, because I read it while it was ongoing back in like 2019, and then there was like monthly updates, so I do want to get my mind around it again, especially when this will correlate with part 9 in some way. In conclusion, more JoJo, I just simply can't wait. Ranger Reject. I am actually currently reading this manga on chapter 30 something, and so far, it's good. It's like if Power Rangers meets The Boys. We are exploring it at a villain's point of view, and the heroes have these like dark moments behind the fame and cameras. It's the same creator as the quintessential quintuplets. The action is great. I'm seeing good characters, especially the story behind the Pink Ranger. This might be a fun read. I can't wait to read more. Next up is Homunculus. I know nothing about Homunculus besides having a feeling it's going to be dark and mysterious. It might be something that's going to be so good to be able to own. There's an omnibus that's coming out soon, and that's why it is on my plan to read list. It's one of those mangas that people praise and wants a physical print, and now that we got one, I want to see how my experience of the story will be. The only thing I know about it is just that iconic panel of the guy with the leaf covering his face. It's mysterious, I feel like there's so much power in it when you understand the context. To finish this off, I want to read Bakuman by the creators of Death Note. So here's a little fun story. I own the complete set since the end of 2021. A year later, and I still haven't read it. But I hope this is the year I will get to it, because it's a manga about two guys wanting to create a manga, and it is great to have the full box set completed, especially when this is my first one as well. I do need to complete it, and I also need to complete Platinum, and since I also on all of that and I'm only halfway through, I got so many physicals I need to keep up with, honestly. There are other manga I want to check out, and more I probably will read this year. Last year has been a great year exploring different kinds of manga. I hope 2023 will bring great ones, and if you guys got any recommendations, please say so in the comments. Thank you guys for supporting me in 2022. I hope to bring good content this year. Got some videos I got planned, and maybe some anime content as well, maybe. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and sayonara.